Sure. So it's how might we provide rate this email function. And so for our, let me introduce myself. So I'm Corina. We have Bruce and Chris and Brendan. And so for our storyboard here, we have this office worker with a giant screen in the air conditioning. Creating this email that's going to go out to everybody, very broad circulation. And then from here, you're getting the people in the field on the front line that are reading it in less than ideal conditions. You know, they're putting out fires, there's maybe a pole down, it's hot. And so they get this email on a very small screen on their phone. And then we're going to ask them to rate it. And then the feedback would then be provided to the person who sent it on how everybody rated the usability of that email that they got. So we tried to spin out a couple different scenarios of ways that we could test this. We had an immediately brilliant thought to use the voting functionality that exists within Outlook, and did a quick test and found out that in fact you can't see the voting on your phones. So that was out. And so instead we decided to go for a little bit of a more high-touch test, and I'll let Brendan describe that.
So what we thought would work is if we took just a small population, so a specific group that reports to a single manager or a crew that reports up to a manager, and we basically sent out an email, and then within relatively quick succession, either a meeting that was right afterwards or soon after, we basically gave everybody a piece of paper and said, here are the categories. So either you have no opinion about this email or you didn't read it, or you're going to provide a rating. And then we would see what all those ratings were and see if that would generate useful feedback to the sender of that email. So we thought some variations where you could even drive further metrics is you could give people that have supervisory roles a slightly different piece of paper, so that you would know if there are people that supervise people, they did read it, or if there's somebody who has no direct reports, maybe that's why they didn't read it. The tests you were going to ask us.
Can we see it in action? Give
Oh,
us
okay, sure.
Yeah.
So we have just set up as your center.
Okay, so I'm going to compose an email and I'm going to send it out to my team because I have a team meeting in half an hour. So please read this important policy update. The is changing. The following 4 criteria. This will affect you. Send. Oh, hey guys, we got our meeting in 5 minutes here, so. Okay. Just gonna give you a piece of paper here. Okay, I'm gonna go out of the room. If you guys don't mind just putting those pieces of paper into these 5 categories. So I just sent you an email 20 minutes ago. If you didn't read the email, put the paper here. If you did read it and you didn't find it useful, put it here. If you thought it was kind of useful, very useful, or extremely useful, put it in these categories.
All right, what do we like about this?
I like the sound effects. It's doable.
We were thinking if you had a manager who might be, open to feedback, you could really get the wheel turning on whether or not what people liked about it, didn't like about it. It might be more anonymous if you recycled somebody else's email and kind of forwarded on to the manager themselves is not receiving personal feedback about it. That might be too intense for some people, but you'd still get some information around what kind of communication works and what doesn't work.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Good point. Yeah. What else do we like about it?
Context for the person that's receiving.
Yeah. What else?
You can get, depending on how big your group is, you can get a good amount of results in a very short amount of time. Depending on obviously team size, and if you're a team of 5, then that's all you get. But if you're looking after 30 people.
potentially combine it with, there's another group earlier who was talking about creating sort of 2 different versions of the same email. You could potentially combine this with this idea and send out 2 different versions and see which one gets a higher rating.
What do we wonder about this idea? Anything about it we're just not certain about, or Joe?
We have Gurmeet here from IT infrastructure, and I don't mean to put you on the spot, but
Nice.
I'm curious, is that functionality that's potentially available in our Outlook?
The working stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that would work on the iPhone because it's a Microsoft product. But I was just thinking, what about putting a link in for a Slido? Like create some polls in there or something, and then people can upload saying this was good, this was bad, or even provide some feedback, and that would be useful for the employee form. So instead of collecting it on paper, everything gets done and it will be on your phone. So you just read the email, you click on the link, you provide your feedback right away, and it gets collated. Just a copy.
What else do we wonder about?
The one thing I would just, I'm trying, there's how it's written, and then there's a content that's in it. So if you write something is not necessarily a great message, people might, but it's well written, and understand they might rate it as low because they don't want to comply. An example, so you want to be really clear about it. If you're rating how it's provided to you, is it actionable or usable versus whether you agree with what you have to do.
Versus do you like?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder if you need some qualitative feedback to accompany. So, like, someone could rate it as a 5-star, but do you know why they gave it a 5-star, or
Yeah.
why they gave it a 1, or to help you replicate it.
Would the test meet our 3 criteria? Under $100?
Definitely.
Yeah.
We don't have any prizes.
Okay, good. It sounds like you're willing to implement this as well. Yeah. Who might be the lead on the implementation?
Chris volunteered.
Chris did?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, good. So please connect the 2 pages, fill out the last one, and a big hand for this group. And I think that's the last one.